Hello everyone, this is Hachan. Back with my fourth experiment of networks, topic is static routing. So in static routing, we need to create the topology diagram and we have to configure the each router and switch and router to router. And so first of all, I'll show the addressing table which they are mentioned. So in the addressing table, we have the devices and so routers R1, R2, R3, and the IP address for it and the subnet marks for it. And PC1, PC2, PC3, IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Now, the procedure is we should configure the IP address for the host PC. Before that, so when we one second, yeah, I'm just sorry for it. Yeah, fine. So we have used three PCs, three switches, and three routers. So like it means like one router, one switch, and switch to PC. And I've also given the IP address here for each path, location, and all. And the first point is we need to assign the IP address to the PCs. So I have already assigned for PCs. I'll just show you it. Yeah. PC, I just show you see IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway given it. And next, if I go for any router, what happens is I need to assign actually it will be in red color. So it means like the link is down. So I need to make it up. So I go for router, CLI. Before that, I'll just show you one thing. For example, we are taking router 0. If we go for router 0, we need to make this path working and this path working from this router. And for this router, we need to make three paths, and from this router, these two paths. So for viewing the serial number and so on, we need to use the option preferences here and show the port labels in logic workspace. This option shows us the serial and the fast Ethernet path. So I'll just show you this router how to configure. So first is enable. So we use en shortcut and conf terminal. So it goes for configure mode. It's like universal mode. After going to configure mode, we use option called interface fast Ethernet. Fast Ethernet is for this path from router to switch. This is fast Ethernet. So we use 0 by 0 and we press enter. So it gets configured to fast Ethernet, and then we use IP address. So in IP address we give the IP address of this 2.1. So it's the first path, and I give the subnet mask address, and I give no shutdown. So it becomes state up, and we can see here this symbol. This is called clock. So when you are configuring this router to this router, we have a clock symbol. So for this clock symbol, we use option called clock R, and we give the 64,000 as a clock rate pulse. Next, uh, after configuring it and when all the path becomes green, so we use the option called static route. So as we are doing static routing, we need to do IP route and the address. The address is like if we are using this router, we not need to give the adjacent IP addressing, and we need to give the other IP addressing which are not directly connected to this router. So for this router 0, we need to give this IP address and this IP address, and we need to do IP route. This is the code for it: IP route, IP address, and subnet mask, and a serial pathway. After it, we need to test. So for testing, what we need to do? We already initialize the IP address for every system. So I go for this PC2. I go for desktop, an option called command prompt. In command prompt, I use ping, and so I just see this IP address of this. So IP address is, I just copy it and go for this PC, and I'm pasting it actually. Yeah. So ping this IP address. Yeah, it's being pinged, and we can see that replies from this ping and bytes of 32. We can see packet sent is equal to 4 and received is 4. So according to our logic of static routing, it is like if we are pinging from one system to other system by routing the non-adjacent routers and switches of for the router, and when it gets pinged it works properly. It is called static routing. So next my video will be on dynamic routing and explain you the difference between dynamic and static routing. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video.